Hello, I'm Dr. Lola Ashaye, and you're listening to Connecting the Dots with Dr. Ashaye. So we've discussed specific ways we can use the body's natural ability to lower bad cholesterol in our last episode. And today, I want to share tips on how you can naturally increase your good cholesterol while lowering your bad cholesterol. So you're listening to Connecting the Dots with Dr. Ashaye. I'm Lola Ashaye. I'm a family medicine and lifestyle medicine doctor and owner of InTouch Primary Care in Sugar Land, Texas. And at InTouch, we help you more easily become and remain healthy by giving direct access to a doctor so you can live fully and enjoy doing what you love. So if you're a business owner, if you're an international visitor, or maybe you're an individual that has a high deductible, or even if you don't have health insurance, our services are perfect for you. Okay, so let's get into today's topic, cholesterol. So what is cholesterol? So I'm sure you've heard cholesterol all over the place. And typically when you hear about cholesterol, we're talking about high cholesterol and we're talking about high bad cholesterol. And many of us know that we don't want to have high bad cholesterol. But there's also good cholesterol. And we know that when we have low levels of good cholesterol, it's actually associated with increased risk of heart disease. While when we have high levels of good cholesterol, it's associated with good health overall. And some research actually suggests that people live longer, people that live longer have higher cholesterol than those that don't. So having good high cholesterol is a good thing. So sometimes when we focus on lowering bad cholesterol, we lose sight of the fact that our bodies also needs good cholesterol. And it's important that when we're told, like if you've been told your bad cholesterol is too high and you're trying to lower your cholesterol, that you make sure you're doing it in a way that you're not affecting your good cholesterol or that you're also raising your good cholesterol. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So how can one increase their good cholesterol naturally? So I know anytime we talk about doing things naturally, some people get anxious because it feels overwhelming. But my approach has always been start with adding rather than limiting, so we know many things that have high cholesterol may taste good to people, and so they get anxious about having to let go of eating those things. But before we get there, the first step is making sure that you're getting adequate good cholesterol. And so to understand this, we need to talk about good fats, because sometimes when we talk about healthy eating, some people actually get very extreme. They cut out a whole food group from their diet. And the truth is our bodies need all the food groups. We need carbohydrates, we need proteins, we need fats, we need all those food groups for things to work properly. So it's important that we understand that our bodies actually need fat. Okay, so the problem is, or the challenge is, there are different types of fat. There's the healthy fat, which nourishes our bodies, but there's unhealthy fat, which causes high cholesterol. And high cholesterol can ultimately lead to heart disease, heart attacks, strokes, and many other serious conditions. So we don't want that. But like I said earlier, in an attempt to lower cholesterol, it's important that while we're limiting things that can increase cholesterol levels, we're also incorporating things that will raise our good cholesterol, that we're incorporating enough healthy fat in our diet, okay? So healthy fat is needed for many different things, especially for brain health. So the brain is actually largely made up of fat, and the brain requires a high amount of cholesterol for energy, but it wants the good kind, not the bad kind. Okay, so a lot of the foods that we know are good for the brain are actually foods that have a high amount of healthy fats. And some people, when they eat too low if their diet is too low in fat, it can actually affect their memory. Also, if a diet is too low in fat, it can interfere with absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K. So fats, we need fats. Well, we just need the good kind. So what are examples of good fats? So examples of good healthy fats are nuts like walnuts and almonds, seeds like flaxseed, chia seeds, which you can put in all kinds of foods and salads and smoothies. Fish, especially fatty fish like tuna, mackerel, salmon. Olive oil, olives, avocado oil, avocados. So trying to incorporate healthy fats in our diet is really important. So when we focus on adding these good fats, what happens is it actually increases our good cholesterol, which helps to lower our bad cholesterol. And then we automatically eat less unhealthy fat when we intentionally eat more good fats, since, we're filling up or we're substituting healthy fat options for unhealthy fats. So in general, it's really important that, we're not too extreme when we're trying to lower cholesterol, or that we're just not limiting things without adding the necessary fat. Because when we tell people to limit fats in their diet and they're not adding necessary fat, and if their diet is too low in fats, it can actually cause other problems. So it's so important that if you have high cholesterol and you're trying to lower your cholesterol, that while you're limiting the fats in your diet, you're also thinking of incorporating the good fats so that it's balanced, so that your body gets what it needs. Okay, so before I go into my second tip, thank you. If you've already subscribed, I really appreciate your support. There are many people that have joined us since we started over a year ago, putting out weekly episodes, and you're helping others learn information that can really improve their health. So if you have not already, please subscribe, go ahead and share, go ahead and like. When you do these things, it actually makes people learn about us and hear this information. So I just want to thank you for taking this small action that can make a big difference. Okay, so let's get into the second tip. So my second tip this week is physical activity. It's really hard to talk about increasing your good cholesterol without talking about physical activity. And physical activity does not have to be elaborate. I think people get very frustrated because they think they have to go for 30 minutes or 1 hour to the gym, and they're starting there. But when you start physical activity, it needs to be intentional, but you can start very slowly. You can start with 5 or 10 minutes a day. And I typically recommend doing short time periods daily rather than doing, 30 minutes or an hour a few times a week, because it's hard to create a routine like that. And especially when you're starting out. But the idea is being consistent with it. So when you're consistent with physical activity, it increases the good cholesterol. Again, that lowers your bad cholesterol, lowers your triglycerides. And with physical activity, you have just so many health benefits. So doing it regularly is very worth it. So in addition to really incorporating good fats, I also recommend start somewhere with physical activity. 5 minutes, just start somewhere to improve your good cholesterol. So you may have heard all of these things before, but are you actually putting them into practice? Because that's what really makes a difference. So if you have not already, pick something. Maybe you want to start physical activity consistently, or maybe you want to start incorporating more healthy fats into your diet, but try to do something so that you can get closer to your health goal. And if you're in the Houston area and you have high cholesterol or any condition that you're looking for a primary care doctor for, someone who's proactive about your health, well, we're here for you at InTouch Primary Care. You can learn more about our services on our website, intouchprimarycare.com, or you can call us at 713-280-9985. We look forward to meeting you and helping you on your journey to better health. So high cholesterol is a very common condition. Some people have high bad cholesterol and low good cholesterol. Some people just have high bad cholesterol. The problem is that you have no symptoms. And so many people don't even know that their cholesterol is high. And that's why sometimes we hear people have strokes or heart heart attacks and they didn't even know that they were at risk. But there is something you can start doing now to reduce your risk. So the simple things make a huge difference, but doing them is what matters. You can reduce your risk for heart disease, which is the leading cause of death. You can reduce your risk of strokes, which is the 5th leading cause of death. And on top of that, you feel better, you have more energy, you'll be more productive, you enjoy your life, you'll be there for your loved ones. So these things are worth it and they're priceless. I hope that helps. I'll see you next week.